20 cities and come here me jina na ye bibi for my own future. Me 100 cities kura so me di boa. But ye ni adwuma ye nti skano enkoso. Anka ma ba kura anka refreshment bi kura ma boa e. Mu di ye isu ekọ. Na nso ni nyina aboye nyina. Nti aban no be boa e. Mo abai de momfa ye nkọ. Momfa Yesu nkọ na mo boa ye sramo. Na 2023 trained teachers unemployed. Yesu na ye ma me mu ne ye nua no mo hwe anka me kira de a me nua wo secondary school metima ahwe no fara me ma me mbra bio me ma me banum kokoti de bia bande ni nyina enkoso ti ye besere na ye mpese ye so ye be kwa akoye galamse ye nyina ye mpese galamse be koso na ya san nsuo me ma ko enchida ma ko achemfo da mi school time me di pa me bla no mo ye adwuma ntino minum sane ohote ntino mesro mo omo ntie Yesu frɛ na ya brache na ye omo sere wo ye nkuro no mo because after school akoye say burger na wa ba na won hwehwe wa kwa brochira ba bosu na won hwehwe ye be sere na ye kura na ye village kura say ye ho won faso nti ye sere mo mbo aye na Yesu no enko echire ya damase nyame nsira mo pa sama ba.
Okay, well, like before that Obekono, how many numbers are being employed so far?
Your numbers on the mean exact figure by a 15,000.
15,000.
All the 46 colleges. Inti say far are you your badge, you know. Every college 350 times 46. Well, be 1,000 plus to 1,006 or so. One.
Yeah.
And now colleges, you know, I'm register more than 350.
Okay.
Well, me badge say yeah 3 plus or so. Say do 350. But some colleges register more than that.
More than that. And to say right now, no, what's your plea to the government? And I say, Haruna Idrisu. So
you plead ne say Honorable Haruna Idrisu or Parliament say I won't be recruiting 50,000 teaching staff and 10,000 non-teaching staff. Intini ayesre ne say asem na oka no ondi so na dachi bia obetimi abaye president a presidential candidate na sanu ya manu betimi akwatia sanu leadership vision no esa say ye youth no ye nto aba on political basis biom ya ni abra ye pe ye shebre edi ahye ye nsem because omo mbenyini ube sa akokora na oboele na youth guy onam na wa akwala fefefe ohianti unemployment na oba na ye basa na nso na akokora na nka ono wanyi nkora ohia aduane papa bia no ogusu di saa poncho na boy wo wada na akokora no ada na abrantie nti honorable minister for education ni GS finance minister adwuma no do mo so esanse clearance no na finance ministry nyeye enti na we nyina akoso nti ye besere se Haruna omboaye na oma ye recruitment no so ye nsanka.
Okay, so how many times are Motimia Kono, and do you people have a leader who have been going to his place or his office, and how many times people have submitted a letter to him, and has he been able to respond to the letters people have been submitted?
First letter, no, the response. We are second letters, no reminder, no na yeti from GES or no we be anti. GES particular is a constituent of the Ministry of Education. Inti wa we de adwuma na Honorable Haruna oye no. Inti se wa we wo hono ma ono be submit kama finance minister na wa hweda wa budget na clearance no bia na akoso. Inti mi gidi se ono se wa we no meka se sa response no na enya sa tam no. Na ye twen ya se o wa we data no de ana preparation no de finance be ne ho adwuma. Ba ya ntihwe no ye sa survey reminder ewo is it 20th August edi momo and no ye follow up no mo say who the later call ministries and sa for that e will say take it 2 weeks or 3 and send our budget response na sa asem we Africa nti se o ma me na ewu obi na esisi o ma me na udi akọ Minister of Defense so mbeka bi ma na ye kumu ma me sa 3 weeks and 2 and sana o ma ba o ma fa later no abe respond to you ebia response crop mema no enye helpful na is it not a wasting time tactics from our African leaders nti sa niema na constitutional reforms no enye adwuma wo ho na yenya access to our people. We voted for them. Government, what is government in secondary school? Is for the people and by the people. So if say yeah for the people and by the people now, me per response be within seconds. And now say if you are who they call by the end of the week, bra. Inti week no mo share office on it. Ejuma ben no mo ye. And now the later and I say grievance week or 2 months, it take 3 weeks answer. And no crowd we are now. Your letter have not been attended to. And no wait man as our response no. Inti what is it a fair treatment to this country or Africa? But I think say Western countries no, they are not. It is not like that. It is not like that. Inti your best say Haruna omboaye. Na so yensanka response ayenya no say GES ono wa wie ni bibia aka financial clearance nti asa sudi na akodi honorable atofos so doctor akodi no
that means atofos no etwum mu anase de
ebe yesa say ono so ende efiri soro ho because omunyina say obi ase nti ye petition vice president ye mame James professor a petition no enti ye follow up or eno mo kire the same 2 weeks 3 weeks asem no ena ye jamu ena say then ye petition ye follow up conference we dey because it is what is in the letters or the notice enti enya yibia enti say ano ye twen ye be follow up next week and by the end of this week ebia on be attend to and they will communicate and things will happen then it is a gratitude gathering will gather to express to them.
Okay, but so does it mean if by mistake you have the chance to travel outside the country, will you go as a teacher?
Oh, if I get that chance, I'll go because what Ghana leaders are doing to the youth, we are promising leaders for the future. Mekopa. Because Ohokurano Akituano be papa. And I feel so life no. Me mpie nkoba bianko brebre meba no kurano mi boda eka
ice.
Me wo SS no me nsran kubia me fair boy na efre me. But in there because of Ghana environment and treatment, I say me chocolate, me den bibi. Bobi oni me ohun me obehu. So Ghana living need treatment from our me find say political leaders, is not good. It's not good, but most people are enduring to help shape the economy. Most are treaty say Bosu.
That will make you live if you get a chance. Yes. You live outside.
That is the point. In this opportunity, be better than minister no be say passport they make me and no the yes kabia. Now who will be me say I ma quiet. No say we meet you we are na what you I'll go. But young person, we need to be around. The lesser the population of a country, the high the expenses of labor force and staff. Inti say you na kwa ketwa no mo no o frɛ no se be ye adwuma o be charge high. That is the effect of what rapid population growth and what diminishing of our population. Inti say you na kwa this year badge half ye kwa na echina op teacher for na ye nso a teacher for advantage a protest is salary no enye omopentumu ubetum one tum no omoja dodo na at least schools no so dodo na need teachers no more sa teachers no more sa aja ejuma nti you see the effect we nyina di baba nti abrochire de etomilaya bosu
fly aviator
bosu me kokra.
Okay, will you advise any of your per what you are going through no? Will you advise maybe say your brother or sister that is coming up say you should not be a teacher or you should who's in the line of being a teacher? Advise me another one.
By the end of this September and the middle of October no, Satan no na me decide na my head ma come say but to me no say me nya konya sesi a me ka say bi amanko college me so ano na me say me doctor. But 1 or 2 environmental conditions in Amebe College. And then also no bad because it is automatic something. Umbre, you are safe. Now you divert. Into so be college bad. But on think is he should be doing something to back it because your leaders they are not to be trusted. Omo bro. Omo person omo kwa omo ndidi.
Selfish.
Omo person omo kwa omo ndidi anka obi mame oye gari uko some villages ba bia maye ai service obi mame so abanche gari ehwe na akwala saa na so echinanti na wa wie university Now, the education, I can find no secondary school or more teachers, one subject, one teacher. No to me research about what he has learned to expand and teach well. Also, there be no quantity to na teacher be tifie on also university. Na yen so na basic ye be grumu omo. Na ansa na omanya some competency aba higher for we mono. You are not treating us good, boss. Inti no bibisa na ase aha junti advice am di be my boys are ebi on be kono, they should be very careful because it is discouragement. Tete no kura no yet yes na man from person they will venture into what training school. But Kwame Nkrumah put initiative in charge and na masa allowance in way particularly at the northern areas and stuff. Na ndema bana abeye colleges because of the degree. Na say na mube treat ya and they say ye kura ebenya akonya ebeko because at time now young women kura no dodo na journey ko outside ko church de Nigeria na ade into be hu teacher ni also wa chira de Nigeria na say some nearby country because of those treatment. Adentina dey be a teacher for dey be education dey be a teacher for into omo ministers ni MP omo ndidi omo ntu omo ka nti esra bai no onye na ejuma senior na okan he should walk the talk. They should walk the talk because 2024 no policies ni promises ayeti no me NPP me CPP nti na ma to aba se dabi NDC second coming we there ebebo aye mbabunu e wo se be word.
Last question, have you regretted as being a teacher as at now?
Charlie, we question we there heading enya same way
what you are going through right now.
Per what I am going through no, I think I will say I regret because I should have traveled because me ma share my friend be or a lady ma share my friend be akwa brochire ama ska onya no enye ska ketua nti anka me so metu kwan the way me hard working na ma akoshe ma wie school 2 years ni contract here beba Saudi ni Kuwait ni Qatar na ebi am IT anka ma konya shop be correct na $400 and $500 a month kurana send that time me didi me ma me be didi afili
nka ICC enko na
boss my fanboy kura chense but intino regret no as this situation as we find ourselves no, I think most of my colleagues we've regretted being teachers. Yeni manka ye ko university na so ye na nkita ye fast ye hwehwe agema kora anka ye nya ye so university ni na college for there it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so.
All right, so right now, if attention is not being sick to you guys, what will be your next thing?
Your plan say you doing your bompa say papansi na bonemba. Say bonen no koso akoy ye bone a. Ebi ana ye nyina de ye beto ye bo na ya frefre ye ho 46 colleges no. Ye mprenye bibia na o ma hu say agoro bi na edi. Ye nyina say ye nyina 46 number 20 schools no. Ye be ka bu now 350 20 no. Abai na nka so obehu say ye doso. No be steady.
Is there somebody demo one?
Demo no dey start free. Airport sales be say akọ Jubilee House. Oho na ebeda. Say ye be serve agencies, e be seek guidance and a constitutional enshrine modality to express grievances. Inti ye nkoya yi bia say kokon. Ye ni ahonde ye ni weapons but ye beda ho until ye response promising and I say hopeful for our lives.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming to. God bless you all.
God bless you too.
Concerning the 50,000 teachers he is going to recruit and 10,000 on teaching staff, we are humbly asking for it. Several letters have gotten to their end, but they are not giving us any appropriate feedback. And now school has resumed, and we are now asking him to come out and give us an update on what he told us that he's going to recruit us this year, and it was stated in the budget that they read first. So we are just pleading that the government should come out and just give us a reply or an update on what he said.
How has this affected you?
Okay, currently most of us are in the house, not working. When you pick your certificate to go to these private schools to teach, they tell you that the government stated in his budget that he's going to recruit 50,000 teachers. So if he employs you, within a short period of time, you are going to leave. and that's also going to affect his school. So they are not going to employ you. So currently, we are all in. Most of us are in the houses, not working.
But Mahama said he set the agenda since he came into power, and it's been over 8 months now. We've witnessed 1 or 2 programs where he stated that he's resetting the agenda for tourism, for mining, and many others. And you already made it clear that the Minister for Education said 50,000 teachers will be recruited into various schools and many others. Why don't you have patience to wait until past the close of the year to see if there will be an action taken?
Okay, so this started right from January, February, when they read the first budget, that they are going to recruit teachers and other professions. And normally in GES or in education sector, recruitment is done at the beginning of the academic year. That's first term. So we started earlier engaging them, the ministries, sending them information and getting their feedback. It got to a time, they even told us that we shouldn't get worried, for we are rest assured that with teachers, we will surely be recruited. And from 1 or 2 engagements with GES, they told us that they are done with everything, and they are even ready to open the portal if financial clearance is given to us, meaning that it's the duty of the finance minister to grant financial clearance. So we are still hitting on the doors of the Minister for Finance or the Ministry of Finance to grant us financial clearance so that we're able to go to the classrooms and teach. Most of the schools are lacking teachers, and even some of the schools, I read in a message, one of the news, that some of the schools in Western North are even closing down because they don't have teachers in their schools. So we are pleading that they recruit us now.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Please, why this press meeting?
Okay. Our press meeting today is simply about our recruitment. We completed school in the year 2023, wrote our licensure exams 2024, and we are due for recruitment. But it seems the GS, Honorable Idrisu, and the finance minister are giving us excuses. We went to the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education told us that he, as a minister, would definitely employ us before the year comes to an end. And he was emphatic, by September 2025, we will be employed. We sat down till September. We realized that there's no communication coming from the GES or the Ministry of Education. So we wrote letters to the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service requesting for our portal to be open for recruitment. To our surprise, the Ghana Education Service said they are done with everything and the portal is ready for our recruitment. We went to the Ministry of Education. They also said they are done with everything, but everything lies on our finance minister. He said he is awaiting for financial clearance from him before he can proceed with our postings. And ever since he said that, we've not heard anything from our minister. Before that, in June, our minister, Honorable Idrisu, went to the August House of Parliament and said he will recruit 50,000 teachers and 10,000 non-teaching staff. So we were ready for recruitment. And ever since he said that, some members went ahead to do their medical report. You know, you cannot be employed without medical report, and it costs roughly 300 cedis to 500 cedis. Now, the medical report has expiry dates between 6 months. Now, so ask yourself, if someone did his June, July, August, September, 4 months, it's left with 2 months, and it will expire. We've not heard anything from the Education Ministry. We did follow up. The PRO of the Education Ministry promised us that we will definitely be employed. They say, as for colleges, and I repeat, as for colleges of education, we shouldn't worry because ours is automatic. So the university graduates should rather worry about this. And we said, okay, this is coming directly from the PRO of the Ministry of Education. Then we came home. But since then, we've not had any communication from the Ministry of Education again and Honorable Haruna Idrisu, who is the head of the ministry. We've sent letters to him, both the Ministry of Education, the Finance Ministry, Ghana Education Service. We've not heard anything. So we are here today saying we are pleading with Honorable Haruna Idrisu. For me, I know him personally and I've followed him for a long period of time. He is a man of his words. So when he stood in front of Parliament and said he's going to post 50,000 teachers, I believed him. So I even argue with my friends that since Haruna Idrisu is the one who said that, I know definitely we will be employed because I trust my minister. But it seems he is disappointing me because most of my colleagues are saying, you said Haruna Idrisu is this, he is that, so we are going to be employed. But we've not heard anything of such. I usually tell them to calm down because he will stick to his words and recruit us. So all what we are here today is that Honorable Haruna Idrisu, please say something to us. We are home. We are waiting for our financial clearance. Please, are you recruiting us this year? As you said in Parliament, that you're recruiting 50,000 teachers. Are you still sticking by your words? Or we should see you as someone who lied to us? So that we will know the next step to take or the next action to take. Because we can't be home without doing anything. Even if you go to a private school. Initially, I went to one private school and what they told me is that your minister said he will be employing you in September. So I can't employ you whilst you will be leaving. So he needs a stable teacher. So I was home. This academic calendar has also started. The private schools have resumed school. Now he said by September you recruit us. I have not heard anything. So I want to know whether he will still recruit us or not, so that I'll go and apply for job to do. So that by the time he is ready to recruit us, at least I have something small in my pocket. So I'm just pleading with Honorable Haruna Idrisu that he should say something, whether he's going to employ us or he's not going to employ us now, so that we will know what to do. Thank you. That's all we are asking from him.
But why can't you assess patience a little bit? Because we are still in September. The month has not ended yet. Why can't you guys assess patience a little bit so that, because as he promised that September and the month has not ended.
Thank you very much. So as I said earlier on, I said he said by September. And the reason why he said by September is because school resumed on the 2nd of September. And we are always posted during the first term when school resumed. So our portal was supposed to be open for registration. So by now you should have completed with our registration on the portal. So since the registration hasn't started, it means even if you are starting now, September, we will complete somewhere in November. But yet lies the case, we've not heard anything from him, whether our financial clearance will be given to us, because both Ghana Education Service and the Ministry of Education are complaining about financial clearance from Honorable Atoforsin, that he's the one they are waiting for. Okay. So we are still pleading with him that in his engagement with the Ministry of Finance, is he going to grant us the financial clearance for our recruitment this year, or we are supposed to wait for next year? Because in the first budget read in Parliament, it was captured in the budget that we are going to be employed this year. So I don't know why it will be captured in the budget and yet still they will tell us that there is no clearance.
So how many are you guys so far that have not been employed?
So we are roughly 15,000.
15,000?
Yes, please.
From you recruiting how many people?
He said 50,000. That includes those who completed from the colleges of education. So those completed from the colleges of education are roughly 15,000. But if we add the university graduates, that roughly will be somewhere 40,000 plus the university graduates who are home who are seeking for employment. So that's why I said you'll be recruiting 50,000. But we are just roughly about 15,000.
So per your college of education, your people have some of the people, have they been employed?
No. None of us have. Since 2023, we completed school.
The educational center, the university graduates.
They've not also been recruited.
They have not been.
Yes, please.
So none of you for
none of us have been recruited so far. So we are just telling our honorable minister that he is still sticking to his words that he said he's going to employ us by the end of this year, or we should wait till next year so that we can find a job to do, so that when the clearance comes, you go to our various stations. But this is education. We shouldn't joke with our education. In August, early August or ending of July, the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service directed the CISOs around the district to compile the list of schools with vacancies, and they submitted those lists to the Ghana Education Service. It means there are vacancies there. If there's no vacancies, they wouldn't have said they are going to employ teaching assistants. Why must degree teachers be home whilst you are going to employ teaching assistants with SHS certificate and diploma certificate? Why don't you employ us first? And if there are spaces still there, then you can consider the teaching assistant. But no, we are moving straight to teaching assistant whilst we are still home without knowing our fate. So we are begging with Honorable Haruna Idrisu to tell us our fate. Are we going to be employed this year? When? Or we should wait for next year? Thank you very much.